An Afcon of assets, I have to say. The final round of 16 games took place today, and Equatorial Guinea beating Mali, one of the major upsets we did not see coming. Wow. African Cup of Nations 2021 has served up some major upsets, and the latest casualty of that upset is Mali. Today we're going to talk about the quarterfinal fixtures and the latest news making the rounds about coach Milovan REJEVAC being officially sacked. The technical team of the Ghana Black Stars has been dissolved, and the way forward in the coming days stated by the Ghana Football Association officially. As usual, subscribe if you have not. Click on the notification bell to get more updates. Before I get into the story of the African Cup of Nations round of 16 with the red card issues and all that, and the upsets and the quarterfinal fixtures, wow, the Ghana Football Association have finally made it official. Coach Milovan REJEVAC, who last week we reported had been sacked by the FA, has been made official. The FA have finally announced it. After a report was submitted on Tuesday, today they convened, and the result of the meeting was to let go of the coach Milovan REJEVAC. The story on the website says that the Executive Council of the GFA have decided to part ways with Ghana Black Stars coach Milovan REJEVAC. Now this follows the receipt of technical report for the coach, the medical report, and the report from the management committee following Ghana's early exit from the African Cup of Nations Cameroon 2021. Now the Executive Council, after considering the three reports and engagements with key stakeholders, has decided to end its relationship with coach Milovan REJEVAC, and also decided that the Black Stars Management Committee be reconstituted as directed by the ministry. The association would like to thank coach Milovan and the management committee for their service and wish them the very best in their future endeavors. The GFA will soon announce the reconstituted technical team and management committee after due engagement with all relevant stakeholders. Ghana's next assignment is the World Cup playoff places, the third round of qualifying, where they'll face rivals in Nigeria. And that is the latest on that front of the Ghana Black Stars. The coach has been let go. Official announcement here by the Ghana Football Association, and the candidates have come up. George Afriyie, ex-Ghana Football Association Vice President, has given his 2 cents on who he thinks would be the right candidates for the job, or in the interim. But the fact still remains that Coach Milovan was not the main issue in the Ghana Black Stars and its ill performances. We've all said it here before: interference from the FA officials. That was a major problem for Milovan REJEVAC, who kept calling players that he did not trust because his hands were forced. And that is what we have to look at critically. You can keep chopping and changing the coach, but if these things continue, we will not go anywhere. We will just sack the next coach after the next coach after the next coach, and that will not help anyone in the end. Until that core problem is solved, the FA will keep having problems with players undeserving of call-ups in the team over players who are much more deserving of call-ups. So that has to be critically looked at. Now, George Afriyie listed Ibrahim Tanko, Otto Addo, George Boateng, Kwesi Appiah, and CK Akono. Once again, well, those are the players or the coaches he feels can take hold of the Black Stars in their interim after the sacking of coach Milovan REJEVAC. He says, locally, we have the men, but because they don't have the national experience, if not, we can get a lot of coaches in our local league, but they should be considered as assistant coaches. Walker, Tanko of RTU, Nuru of King Faisal, they should be considered as assistant coaches. They are doing very well, and even Kotoko coach Prosper Nate Ogum, he is a good coach. He's doing well. If they cannot be considered, and they can be considered as assistant coaches, because they have to start from somewhere and be groomed. So those are his 2 cents on who should take over the Black Stars job following the confirmation of sacking of coach Milovan REJEVAC. Quite an interesting one there. On to the round of 16 fixtures and the quarter-final fixtures. Amazing round of 16 fixtures, which were marred by some quite controversial incidents involving red card situation in most of the matches. In one match, Senegal versus Cape Verde, controversial red cards, quote unquote, 2 red cards to Cape Verde. But if you look back at it, you'd say that they were not wrong calls. VAR did the right thing in there. Against Comoros versus Cameroon, another unfortunate, after the game we learned of some unfortunate incident that occurred during the game, and condolences to the family. But there was also a red card situation there, and if we'll be honest with ourselves, it was a clear red card. But we had sympathy for the team that is Comoros, who were really playing with one leg, literally, because they did not have any of their goalkeepers even in the post. They had a left back in post, and having that red card put them at a more disadvantageous position. It was still a red card. Tunisia versus Nigeria, Alex Iwobi's red card, no matter how much malice was not meant, it was still a dangerous tackle. And I have to admit that the referee, looking at that VAR call that he had to see from the screen, any referee would have given a red card for that. And there's so many incidents. Burkina Faso game, I saw a red card in there. They were all, in my opinion, right calls. Yes, 50-50 some would call it, but they were all right calls in the end. And any referee would have given the same decision had they been in the same position as these referees were. And I think all in all, we said we wanted VAR to make the right decision, and VAR is doing just that, in my candid opinion. Yes, some can be a bit more lenient, but the letter of the law is firm on these decisions, and I have to say they are not deviating entirely from it in the least. So that is the round of 16 fixtures. The shocker, latest one of the night, Equatorial Guinea beating Mali. Yes, you heard me right. Equatorial Guinea beat Mali on penalties. They are through to the quarterfinals, where they will be facing Senegal. There'll be a 2-day break, 27th and 28th. We return on the 29th for these tantalizing quarterfinal fixtures. The hosts, Cameroon, will take on Gambia. Morocco will take on Egypt. The 2 North African rivalries renewed. Senegal will take on Equatorial Guinea, and Burkina Faso will take on Tunisia. Interesting games. 5 West African nations, 3 North African nations, all squaring off in the final 8 of the African Cup of Nations quarter-finals. Great to see who makes it to the semi-finals. Gambia will be the happiest team in there, making their first ever Afcon appearance and doing it in the quarter-finals, making it to the quarter-finals in their first time trying, following in the footsteps of Madagascar. Can they go one better? Can they cause an upset versus Cameroon? We'll see about that on the 29th. Your thoughts in the comments box on the round of 16 fixtures, Coach Milovan sacking, and who should take over? Tanko, the frontliner, as I've already stated to you. I'll see you guys in the next one. Enjoy the evening.